alright. This was a fun episode.
Honestly, there's one thing I want to... While I was watching through the episode, I'm like, if anyone says this is filler, then they genuinely don't understand the point of the episode.
Oh my god, don't even start on that.
We got Echo back. We got Crosshair being a part of the group.
Okay, fine. You know what? This is a return episode. Indeed. So, that was...
If anything, I like the dynamic, because it is a lot different when you add Crosshair, though he is in a disadvantage at the moment. He's not at full capabilities.
No, of course, with 53% of accuracy from AZ's help. That was great.
Who would have thought we'd see AZ again?
Aw, I kind of missed him, to be honest, a bit. But then, everything's just going... I mean, don't get me wrong, it's... Of course, it's good to see them, like, now Wrecker's now happy that... Well, sort of happy that Crosshair's back, but of course, it was going to be...
Sort of.
Sort of. I know.
More still was able to detect when he's being watched, which already shows his abilities of being a sniper.
Oh, yes.
The thing is that Crosshair is more... Wrecker is less out towards Hunter.
Okay, yeah.
And, I mean, he was very mad at first because he wasn't unsure what the hell Crosshair was going to do, but he's more or less warming up to the idea again.
I know. And then, oh my god, just the fact that, I mean, yes, they still kept his armor. That's what really gave it off too. Like, one record said it's no point of really getting rid of it. There was no use of that. So, that was such
it's more because it didn't feel right. So they still, they genuinely cared for Crosshair, for sure. So they kept the armor. Though it's interesting going back to that planet.
Yes, the one where freaking Mayday! That was also hurt to see. It hurt to see, especially, and I even said on my own recording that, hey, are those helmets still there? And they still were there, so, that hurt to watch. I still miss Mayday, honestly. Then freaking, just like Hunter and Crosshair just like having the moment, and then just Echo, hey, kill each other later. That's just the sibling duo of Hunter and Crosshair, and then you have freaking Echo being the mother of the group. So it's just perfect, honestly.
He's more just when he mentions that there's no... It's implied that back then they would just get into fucking beatdowns.
just like it would freaking Omega. I told you to start talking to him, not arguing. Freaking Crosshair, he started it. I thought it was so hilarious.
I think that's funny when there's a point where he mentions that he's still a kid. And then it's like, I'm older than you, little brother. It's like, because honestly, that is funny.
It is, though. It's so funny, and it's just it's funny to think that, honestly, because, yeah, like, if people still have forgotten that, which I don't think you should by now, but yeah, she's the older one. She really is the oldest of the three, or of the remaining.
Yeah, she's older in terms of, like, physical, or how long it's been since they've been alive. But mentally, they're all older than her.
Exactly, though. That's the thing. Oh, my goodness.
That brings back the point that she's still the oldest, even though it's obviously... It's almost like that anime trope that somehow the first ones are the whatever fucking reason.
Oh, yeah.
But not the point.
Yeah.
The main point of it is that Crosshair's reintegrating himself into the Bad Batch. He clearly has regret, because obviously I still feel like the chip was 100%.
It's still in him. I still think that's...
Influencing it. I don't think the chip. Nah, that thing's no longer relevant.
It's not
at this point.
anymore. It's not, but like, it's still just something that I still don't accept, and I know it's no longer like a topic anymore. But like, I mean, yes, he's feeling. I mean, I get it's one thing like to still feel like just have these emotions within you even after what you did, but like I don't know. It's just like for me it's like when Crosshair stayed with the Empire. That's what made me say like, oh, he's really like he still has this chip on him. But then after what he just did, honestly, it's like, well, maybe not now. Maybe I am wrong, and that's fine to accept. Honestly, at this point, maybe because like I don't know. It's
well,
like,
you have to remember the chip is only to be hostile towards it. It's not necessarily to keep in control.
no, you're not wrong there. It's just I don't know, honestly. Like at this point, like it's now again. Yes, it's already gone now. There's no need to talk about it, I guess, at this point. But like I don't know. It just still bothers me. Like his line ever since his line from season 1, it just engraves me to think like, is your chip still inside you or not? That's what I still don't. Of course, no one knows to this day, honestly, and some will say yes, some will say no, but like, it's still a big factor, though. I don't know why. To me, it is. I just think there's still something going on. Honestly, I don't know why. And it makes me feel like Hunter. Like, what are you not telling us? So that was
First of all, I feel like he's not going to talk about that.
No, I feel like that will never be talked about, and that's going to be disappointing. I think that is, honestly.
But he was definitely. I think there was implying it was his guilt because he really does care about being back with the others. It feels like normal to him. Because here's the thing: he brought up being betrayed by the Empire, which is the reason why he betrayed the Empire. I mean, honestly, that's why I don't like how Crosshair in season 2 doesn't acknowledge that he just goes back to the Empire. That felt like, why? They literally did left you for dead.
Yeah, no kidding. Honestly, I mean, it's just, I just feel like Crosshair's moments with Cody and Mayday are probably the ones that really affected him or making the change. Also, I don't know. It's just really tough. It really is hard on him, indeed. So.
Well, they stayed with him, nowhere else to go. Crosshair had a place to go, but he chose to not go with the Bad Batch. Well, they were still somewhat open to the idea. But looking back at that very last episode in season 1, the fact that he did save Omega and looks around, everyone's pointing. At that point, it's solidified that, yeah, they don't trust him at all. So what's the point of going back when they don't have any trust towards him?
Yeah, the biggest one the biggest on the most is really Hunter, though. That's the big issue, though. I mean, as a leader, it's one thing to go off by, but like,
it'll be some time before, like, I feel like Hunter is going to allow some trust, but it's still, like, this episode was, let's build off that trust, which, by the way, if anyone calls it filler, I genuinely will say this. What's the point of having character development if you just want the main story fucking plot? It's about character development. And if it's done wrong, then yeah, I'll bitch about it. But character development, that also is important to plot development.
Yeah,
and this was important because they got more information on, at the very least, how many clones have been taken and all that. So it's not like the plot hasn't moved. It's just a little slow. But you also need an episode where they're all kind of... They can't just go back and be like, all right, we're back to normal. It's like, no, that's not...
Great. Yeah.
How it fucking works. They didn't mention... Tech died.
Stop!
Mentioned about it.
I hated that Echo had to say that, and then freaking Crosshair. I'm thinking sometime during a flight, probably Wrecker was the one that had to tell Crosshair that Tech's gone. I feel like it.
We do not know when he knew. But you can picture that.
I can picture that though, because like
it's funny that it comes from Echo, because of all the characters I thought who would die in season 2 was Echo, and I said Echo or Tech, but I leaned on Echo because it felt like they were shafting him to the side. And oh boy, if he was the one to die, I would have bitched nonstop, and you know that.
Hey, in the end, one of us is gonna be bitching, and in this case, it's me.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that so much.
It's just the luck of the draw, unfortunately.
Oh god, but I don't. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like when Crosshair was going out for patrolling, and then like when Hunter was falling behind, and then like it was just like that moment between them two. Like of course it got tense, but when Hunter literally pushed Crosshair's chest like that, I was like, oh shit, this is going on, and like this is gonna be fun to talk about, and because like of course they're gonna have. Of course, it's like every sibling kind of ordeal. They're gonna have an argument before they go into a resolution. It's gonna be a bad, heated moment at that moment, and it did, and it turned against each other.
Like that, I do like that Crosshair basically thought Hunter. I'm the one who saved Omega, not you. And
oh, that hurt so bad. That really did hurt. Honestly, he was so ready to.
No, if you reacted like that, then it's true. Hunter's pissed because of that.
He is though. He's pissed and guilty at himself, but like he has to let it out on someone, and it has to be Crosshair. He was so ready to punch him. That fist literally showed.
Oh yeah, but you need a giant monster to kind of
break up
the gap.
break up the fight. So that was fun. Oh yeah, no thanks to like literally when they said they had to take all the like they needed all the power. I was like thinking, yep, they're gonna have to turn off the sensors, which means whoever is out there is gonna come in easily. So at that point, it was already a straightforward story.
I thought the Empire was gonna immediately start coming by.
No, I felt like it had to be a creature. It had to be.
Let's mention that Crosshair went to investigate the base and found all the masks. I mean, the helmets. And it was just, you can see that he's sad about it because he couldn't do anything to prevent.
And then Hunter's just always Hunter was just following him because like I get it again, like how he said, like how Crosshair said that, are you always going to be my shadow? Because like literally, like Hunter literally was following behind him regardless of what he was doing. It's just. I was like, at times I was just like, Hunter, just stop following him. You're making him feel more bad. You're just pissing him off at this point. I'm just like, just stop it.
Well, my thoughts is more like, I get it. Crosshair has not proven himself at the moment to be more or less trustworthy, so Hunter has to take it at 100% caution, because it'd be reckless to just kind of be with open arms.
It's fair, but still, like, at some point, like, at some moments, I'm just like, okay, Hunter, relax, okay? I get it, like, I get it, he's untrustworthy.
I did not think the episode would start off at that planet, the peaceful planet.
At Pabu, really? Again, he doesn't know his names, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, Anyway. Yeah, I didn't think that would start. I was kind of caught off guard for a second. So I'm like, where the fuck are they going? It wasn't until I saw like the base and all, and I recognized it, where I'm like, oh, the literal base he killed the Imperial officer.
Oh.
And it's like it's poetic that he's there, because that's basically him turning from the Empire and back to the Bad Batch.
Yeah, basically.
Because Camino is think of it this way. Camino is when the Bad Batch were not only formed, but when they basically broke apart.
Yeah, and like literally,
or when Crosshair broke apart from the Bad Batch.
Just like how Camino was destroyed, basically. So yeah, in a way, you're not wrong.
And then being right there where he basically turned on the Empire is the place he somewhat was able to redeem himself with the Bad Batch and is now with them. So I feel like there is poeticness to this.
Mm-hmm. So.
But overall, it's still a really good episode. Season 3.
Wait! I got one more thing to talk about. Hang on. Let's not forget. Okay, I don't know if you heard it, and this is just only me hearing this, but literally when Hunter fell down from that crack, and then like when Crosshair was trying to talk to him, for that split moment, his voice literally turned into text. I don't know why it did to me, because I literally heard it. And I got emotional hearing it from Crosshair.
I think you're a bit you might, I don't remember that, but I think you might have just Otto thought that it would be Tech saying something.
Like it literally, it sounded like D went from what is it, from Crosshair's voice to Tech in a split second. I'm like, D, don't do this right now. Please don't do this. Because it literally did.
Yeah, I know. Your pain for losing Tech will always be here.
Stop! It won't stop. We're gonna get him back. I don't care. I don't care. I know.
I was thinking through the episode. What if, at some point, the bounty hunter you mentioned from last episode is Tech, and it's revealed? I feel like Crosshair would make some comments about how one of them always. Why does one of them have to be on the opposite side?
I mean, that's not wrong though, but jeez. I'm just still thinking that that secret assassin, the next Clone X, where at least I'm sorry, that's what the community is calling now. It's called Clone X now. I don't know why. It just is now. But we're saying that Clone X is likely Tech.
Well, we'll find out.
It's either Tech or Cody. We don't know.
Or Wolf. It's Wolf.
It's not gonna be Wolf. I don't believe that for a split second. I don't, only because we have a shot of him wearing his armor still. That's why I don't believe it that much. But if it is, then yes, then it'll catch me by surprise. But initially, as of right now, I do not believe it is Wolf.
Well, I don't know. It could be Cody brainwashed.
I mean, I just feel like we need to see Cody one more time. We need to see him one more time. I don't know, because we really don't. We really.
He's not even in the Tartarus place, so it's like, where the fuck is he?
Exactly. Again, he was supposed to be in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, or the show, really, but then, of course, that didn't go well, apparently writing-wise. So at this point, we really don't know where he is. We don't know if he's even alive, or if he's dead, or something happened. We don't know. I think...
If he's Clone X, then it better be Clone X versus Rex. That would be like the most biggest return to battle, Duel of the Fates, or not Duel of the Fates. What the fuck was it called? Battle. It's the Battle of Mustafar. But I don't remember what music.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
It better be that, but it's a reverse thing because Cody being Obi-Wan's a clone versus Rex, who's Anakin's clone.
I know, that's gonna be that.
No, they better make that fucking hype. Okay, if it's Cody.
If it's Cody, we're going up with that. If it's Tech,
it better be the clone version of Anakin versus Obi-Wan Mustafar. It better be something similar. Just intense fighting between two clones and gunfire. I wanted intense, but okay. Overall, episode was great.
It is another 10 out of 10 episode. Honestly, it's okay. It's just giving like freaking Lord of the Rings Return of the King kind of thing. Cause like, yes, we finally now have Crosshair back in his armor again, and he's got his toothpicks back. I don't know why that makes me so important, but it is important. Those toothpicks are back now.
His character, it's like his thinking phase.
I love that of him, honestly.
Oh. Overall, I think the next episode. Wait, when is another?
No. Here's what's next week. Next Wednesday is 2 episodes. They're called Infiltration and Extraction. So they're gonna do.
So obviously, my little just joke theory of Omega getting captured obviously didn't work. I was just joking, to be fair.
Stop!
If that didn't happen, I would have gotten a lot of shit for it, but...
Stop!
We got a 2-parter, so I'm kind of curious how that's gonna go.
Honestly, I just feel... Okay, again, maybe it might be going back with Echo and Rex. And, oh God, why can't I say her name freaking now?
Wait, you said infiltration, so they have to go to another base to get one last intel.
Exactly!
And what was the other episode?
Extraction.
Has to be the episode where they go into the Tartarus.
I just feel like...
If not, then I think it has to do with Omega and the bounty hunters that are gonna come after her.
It's one or the other, honestly, at this point. So yeah. So that's gonna be fun to look at.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Yep, so tune in for next week.